What's up, everyone? Welcome to my review for Borderlands 4. And just want to give a shout out to Geek Custom Plays, I believe is the name. I'm sorry, I'm checking real quick. Geek Culture Plays for the video. Let's dive into the review for Borderlands 4, shall we? What's up, my phantoms? You guys know exactly how it does and how we do it around here. We give you great reviews. Today, we're diving into Borderlands 4, the long-awaited sequel in Gearbox loot shooter franchise. This one just dropped on September 12, 2025 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC, with the Switch 2 release coming October 3rd. After spending a good chunk of time with it, I've got a lot to say, so let's dive in and talk about it. Gameplay and movement. From the jump, Borderlands 4 feels smoother and faster than ever. The movement system is butterly fluid, and the new traversal options like grappling hooks aren't just gimmicks. They completely change how you explore and fight. You can fling items back at enemies or pull yourself across the battlefield like a true psycho. Now, it's addictive, and it adds a new layer of vertically to the chaos. The gunplay still has that signature Borderlands kick, and every weapon feels satisfying to shoot. Legendary loot is where the real fun lies, with guns that completely shift how you approach combat. The only drawback is that the early mid-game can feel a little flat, since the wildest weapons are locked behind legendary drops. Now, vehicles and travel. Driving is a mixed bag. On one hand, vehicles are nice to have, and getting out is smooth. On the other hand, the handling could be absolutely frustrating, making sharp turns feel like sliding on ice, which gets old very, very quick. When the map is full of curvy roads, it's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely noticeable if you are definitely paying attention. Now, performance and tech issues. Let's talk performance, because this is a sore spot. On consoles, the game is pretty stable and looks great. On PC, though, yikes. Even strong rigs are struggling, and if you accidentally install it on an HDD instead of an SSD, prepare for long load times and low poly textures that takes 10 minutes to fully render. That's not a minor inconvenience. It can break immersion when you're waiting for the world to catch up to your movement. Crashes, frame drops, and optimization issues are widespread. Gearbox has already started pushing patches, but as of now, it's rough on anything that's not a top-tier hardware. Stories and characters. Borderlands stories have always been hit or miss, leaning heavy on humor and outrageous characters. This time around, Borderlands 4 pulls back from the constant callbacks and familiar faces. Some old characters pop up briefly, but the focus is on new cast. Unfortunately, they're not very memorable. Rush is the standard tough guy with a heart of gold, Zadara is the shady scientist, and so on. They do the job, but they don't stick with you like Handsome Jack or Tiny Tina did. That said, though, the Vault Hunters themselves are the best lineup yet. All four feel powerful and fun to play, whether solo or in a co-op. No one feels like the weak choice, and experimenting with each hunter's ability makes players in the replaying and in the co-op genuinely rewarding. Now, Borderlands 4 doesn't completely reinvent the franchise, but it absolutely evolves it. The moment-to-moment gameplay is slick, the gunplay is still addicting, and the new traverse mechanics are a total win. The Vault Hunters are fantastic, and co-op is as fun as ever. The downside, though, performance issues on the PC. Some forgettable story beats and vehicle controls that can use tuning, but those don't outweigh how much fun this game actually is to play, especially when you have friends. Final score for this is going to be 8.5 out of 10. Borderlands 4 is chaotic, stylish, and ridiculously fun. It's not perfect, but it's got its hooks, and me, in a way, no Borderlands has since the second game. If you got a console or a very, very high-end rig, PC, still iffy on the PC part, this one's worth the rise. So, may your loot be as legendary as ever, and game on, guys. Much love, peace out.